synchronization. Synchronization. Okay. Very important concept in threads. Okay. What is this synchronization is when two or more threads are accessing a shared resource. What is that? When two or more threads are accessing a shared resource, that is, they are trying to share this resource, then the resource will enter into inconsistent state. The resource will enter into inconsistent state. Okay, the resource can be just a Java object. Okay, it can be just Java object. So now what happens is, whenever these two threads are accessing this shared resource, the resource will enter into inconsistent state. Okay, why? Because of this resource being shared by these two objects at the same point of time. So whenever this happens, your resource will enter into inconsistent state. Inconsistent means you are going to get a wrong state, wrong values, wrong output you are going to get. So which thread output, which one, we cannot say. Suppose this thread is incrementing a value, this thread is decrementing a value. Or example, you take bank application. So T1 is a thread which is depositing the amount. T2 is one which is withdrawing the amount. It is a joint account. It is a joint account. Both of them are doing the same transactions at the same point of time. If you are not synchronizing this, both of these things, if they are not executed in a proper manner, if both are executing on the same account at the same point of time, see, you will get inconsistent data. The amount may be displayed in a wrong way. Okay, so that is called inconsistent. Inconsistent means wrong. You are going to get a illegal state. So now the main problem is when two or more threads are accessing a shared resource, the resource may enter into inconsistent state. The resource is nothing but a shared object. So in order to avoid this, we use a concept called synchronization. We use a concept called synchronization. Okay, what is synchronization? Synchronization is the process of allowing only one thread to access a Java object or shared resource at one point of time. At one point of time, only one thread should access a Java object or shared resource. So that is called synchronization. You understood the problem? If you allow multiple threads, it enters into inconsistent state. In order to avoid that, we use a concept called synchronization, where we allow only one thread to access a Java object or shared resource, so that your resource does not enter into inconsistent state. So synchronization is the process of allowing only one thread to access a shared resource. The resource can be a Java object. So now synchronization is achieved in Java in two ways. Synchronization in Java can be implemented in two ways. One is by using synchronized method or synchronized keyword. We'll call it as synchronized keyword. Okay, and the second one is synchronized object, or we'll call it as synchronized block. Synchronized block. Okay, so two ways to achieve synchronization in Java. So one way is by using synchronized keyword. The second way is by using synchronized object. So what happens is, whenever two or more threads are accessing a shared resource, the resource will enter into inconsistent state. Okay, we'll see with an example. First, we'll go with synchronized keyword. Synchronized keyword. First, we'll go with synchronized keyword. Okay, first I'll create one class. See clearly. So the main purpose of this class is I want to display a number. That's it. So the method is display. I pass a number to it and it has to display that number. That's it. Okay. So now this is the class which I will allow two threads to access this. I will allow two threads to access this simultaneously. What happens, we'll see. So now I create a thread as usual. Thread A extends thread. So I want to access this method, so I create the object of this one, sample S1. I'm going to create a constructor. So thread A thread A, sample S2 int n. Okay, so S1 is equal to S2, number is equal to the n value which you are giving. So why I am doing this is I want to call this method. To call this method in the thread class, I need the object of this one. That's why I am creating the object. And I have to pass one number that only this class is going to print that number. So that's why I'm taking this parameter. Is that right? So now in this run method, public void run method, I call the s1 dot display of number. S1 dot display of number. So S1 is the object, display is the method, number is the value that you are going to pass. So now come to the main class. Class suppose main public static void main string args. So I create object. So thread A T1 is equal to new thread A. So but the constructor of this takes parameter as the class object. So I create object of sample class here. Sample S1 is equal to new sample. If I don't create object, I cannot pass to this one. So I create sample S1, I pass the number 10. I am passing the number 10. Similarly, I create another object, thread A. T2 is equal to new thread A. S2 comma, S1 only. S1 comma 20 is the value that I am passing. So now I call T1 dot start and T2 dot start. T2 dot start. If you want any delay here, you can write thread dot sleep and you can call this method. Okay, so now you see here. Hope you understood. First, I am creating object for this. Previously, we created normally, but now we are passing as a constructor parameters. One parameter is the object of this class. Another one is the number which I want to display. So now you see here, sample object I have created. That object only I am passing. So now S1 is the object. S1 is the object. Now I am calling T1. So T1 will enter into this object. T1 is currently accessing the object S1. Now I start T2. So T2 also will start accessing this object. Okay. Now what happens is this object will give you inconsistent values. Whatever you are printing here, you are going to get inconsistent. So this 10 and 20, they may get mixed up and you may get different values. How it gets displayed, we can't say. So I'll show you. So now this is inconsistent problem. Now what is that you have to do? You have to use synchronization on these two things such that this object is accessed by only one thread at one point of time. At one point of time, only one thread should access this particular object. Okay, I'll show you how it is going to show you the inconsistent output. Okay, nothing but see here I have put 3 times I'm printing. There I printed only once, but I gave thread sleep to understand the difference. Okay, the same code, nothing much difference. The same code. Okay, so now you see here, this is the method I'm executing. Okay, I will run and show you. So I put a delay, see 2010, 2010, they are getting mixed up. So we don't know which thread output generating which one. See, actually you see here, see, first I called 10 only. Actually I should get 10 first, but what I am getting here, 20, which is an inconsistent state. Okay, so in order to overcome this, we use synchronization. We use the keyword synchronization. How you are going to use that synchronization is, we use the keyword synchronization before the method which is being shared. Okay, so display is the method which is being shared by those things. So I will put a keyword synchronized here. Okay, Synchronize is a keyword which you can place before the method definition. Okay, before method definition I placed. So now you can see the difference. First 10 only it comes. Any number of times I execute, output does not change. Output does not change. Okay, so what is that I am doing is I am putting a synchronized keyword. What is that I am doing? I am putting a synchronized keyword before the method. Public void synchronized display. So that is the syntax of synchronized keyword. What is that you have to do? Before the method, you have to use a synchronized keyword. Before the method definition, you have to use synchronized keyword. Whenever you use synchronized keyword, it will not allow another thread to enter. So first T1 has entered. So here there is one concept called lock. Okay. So this is your S1 object. When T1 has entered it, it will apply an lock. So this lock is called object lock. It is going to lock the object. So now T2 tries to enter, but it has to wait because T1 has acquired the lock on object S1, object lock. It cannot enter into it. It has to wait until T1 completes its execution. So that is called synchronization or synchronized keyword. So synchronization you can achieve by using synchronized keyword. So whenever you place the synchronized keyword before the method definition, the object gets synchronized and T2 will be in the waiting state. Is that right? I hope you understood. But there are some drawbacks with this synchronized approach. This approach, synchronized keyword, where you are putting the synchronized keyword before the method definition. What is the problem is the waiting time is going to increase. Waiting time is going to increase. Waiting time is going to increase. Obviously, the performance may get affected. That is the main drawback of your synchronized keyword, which is used before the method definition. Advantage is it does not allow the object to go into inconsistent state. It does not allow this one to go into inconsistent state. Is that right? So now we'll see one more thing. Suppose if I say sample S2 new sample, okay, I'm using another object. I use another object. What happens? Will I get a consistent output or inconsistent output? If I use another object, will I get a consistent output or inconsistent output? I remove the synchronized keyword. I remove the synchronized keyword. I use another object S2. I will not put the synchronized keyword. Synchronized keyword. I am using different objects. Both are not using same objects. So will I get is inconsistent data or consistent data? Okay. So it gives me inconsistent data. So why this is happening? Why this is happening? Even though objects are different, you can see here. I have compiled again. I'm running it. So I'm getting an inconsistent. It is changing. It's changing. Is that right? So in order to do this, the main drawback. Any answers you gave? Okay, consistent output. No, you are saying inconsistent output. See, the thing is, okay. So now the main problem with synchronized keyword, which you are using before the method name, you are using. So what happens is, the waiting time is going to increase and the performance is going to reduce.